Hello, listeners. Welcome to the Highly Dotted Podcast. I'm your host, K2, and this is episode 107. 107. 107 of the Highly Dotted Podcast. Wibby is in the building. DB is not here tonight. Has other things going on, but we are here on this lovely Thanksgiving Eve, as in we will not be here next week because we will be having Thanksgiving vacation. So this episode will last 2 weeks because we probably won't be here next week.
Why would we? I'm off Friday.
I'm not off Friday. I
What
work.
the heck you gotta do?
I work.
Fuck you mean you gotta work?
What do you mean? Fuck you mean? Friday is not Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is we're off on Thanksgiving, but
Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
oh wait, am I tripping? Friday's the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
You can't work after. You can't work on Black Friday.
who says who?
Nigga,
I don't do that Black Friday shit.
You go to a game or an event on Black Friday. Nigga, you shopping for deals.
That don't stop people from going to the game and watching it.
Yeah, they knew dang well they shouldn't put no game on Black Friday.
Why not? I'm trying to what's the problem? I'm trying to see where they went wrong with that.
And people fighting for their lives on Black Friday. Okay?
You know,
They don't give a crap about no ball being no hoop. What's the event?
that's the lie. That's a lie. It's
not a lie.
it's
They
a-
care on Thanksgiving. That's when they care about it. That's because they sitting and eating and want to get fat and stuff their face with turkey while watching the game. It is tradition.
I mean, it's really football. No one really watches basketball on football on Thanksgiving. To be completely honest, I'm not watching basketball. I'm watching football, but that's just me. The 29th will be the in-season tournament against New York. It'll be so the NBA has their in-season tournaments, and that's where they start playing for trophies or validity. Huh?
He ain't going to no championship.
Well, this is an in-season tournament, and this is where they change the tie the wood pause on the floor to make it look more festive for the tournament. So that will be game one. That'll be the 29th. I'll be working that.
Did you just pause that?
Pause what?
Did you just pause that sentence?
The wood?
Yeah.
Yes.
When you're talking to a female? Didn't we have this conversation?
I was talking about. That's not what I'm. That has nothing to do with this situation.
You're talking to a woman.
But that has nothing
so why would you say no homo?
That.
No, that's the point you made to me, and I couldn't say it to an opposite sex.
No, that's not.
You just did it. If you can see what I'm doing,
no.
I'm pointing at you with this.
No,
just did that. You're having a conversation with the opposite sex. You should not pause no sentence. That's what you told me. That's not what it said. That's what it stood for. Why would you no homo with the opposite sex? You told me I couldn't do that.
What you said.
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
What you said.
I don't want to hear it. You just fucking hypocrite out.
You started being hypocritical because I feel like.
Did it.
All right.
That was your whole argument.
Okay. So, what? You're right. Go ahead. You got it.
Still pretty body.
You got it. You got it.
No, it's not.
I'm not.
We started already.
I'm not going to even.
You struck a nerve. I was like, did you just say to me?
I was talking to the listeners more so, but
you wasn't. You looking at me when you said that.
But I wasn't.
They said it. Anybody else here? The only motherfucker in this room.
Because I was thinking of the male listeners who heard that statement and might have wanted to hit pause.
They know you're talking to a female.
Well, I'm talking to the world, so
you're not. We're having a conversation, and they just listen in, being nosy.
Y'all are more than that. Y'all are definitely a part of the conversation. That's why I listen to y'all and value y'all opinion and put it to the conversation. So it's you and me, but it's them too. You, me, and them. Us and them. It makes the whole Highly Dotted Podcast a family, big community.
I'm glad you choked on that just now.
We have
pause, right? I should have paused that sentence, didn't I? Right? But no, since I'm saying to the opposite sex about choking on something, it's not a pause.
No, it's not a pause.
You know what?
If I'm choking on something,
what you choking on? They can't see you.
If I was choking on something, then I would say it.
I don't want to hear about it.
Steve, we have topics today.
Yes, we do.
Where do we want to get to first? Let's get to the topic that already is old. That's no one's really talking about the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight and how that went. We definitely watched that as soon as we went off the last episode, and we were as much as disappointed as everyone else was when we saw the fight. However, shout out to all the preliminary fights.
Yeah, that was good.
Them fights was nice.
That first one. You know, I'm starting to see more and more boxing people hump motherfuckers in the ring. Is that a thing?
That thing was blown up the biggest when McGregor faced Mayweather, and McGregor did hump Mayweather.
He did?
He did.
I didn't know that. Floyd, you got dry hump?
I want to make sure I'm right on that. Somebody was humped and it was not me. Oh, wait. Or was it Madonna? No, I'm sorry. No one would dare do that. I'm sorry. Excuse me, listeners of all, they're all around the world, the boxing fans around the world. Please don't punch me in the face. I got that all wrong. Adrian Bronner and Madonna. That is where that motherfucker humped that nigga Madonna, and that was very disrespectful. If you guys know Adrian Bronner is, I don't know if he still boxes anymore, but he definitely was one of the most popular ones who humped Madonna in the middle of a fight.
That's disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Bronner and Madonna had, I want to say, their first fights, the tale of two humpings. The tale of two humpings. So yeah, basically Adrian Bronner versus Marcos Maidana. If they were basically that was like the infamous moment where Maidana beat Bronner to face Mayweather, and then they had their thing. But Bronner definitely started off the fight very disrespectful by humping Maidana, and Maidana did it at the tail end of the fight when he basically beat him. So that's where the humping of boxers started to become a thing. I don't know why they allow that to keep happening, but it keeps happening. And some of y'all need to stop acting like y'all like it. I don't know sir.
That dude.
Sir.
I was like, why did he just look like
We saw you getting humped and you enjoyed it.
You put your hands up and said surrender.
Yeah, stop all that humping. We want to see fighting. That's all I'm saying about that. The female fight was very good. The championship fight was very good. Well, I think the latter two before Jake and Mike were title fights. So both of those title fights were very good. I like those fighters. I definitely like to see them on bigger platforms. Probably be a main event.
Then that dang glitchy Netflix.
Yes.
Getting sued for that.
Yes. Also, Netflix, you guys have to be better as hosts. You gave all of us around the world, including our household, a lot of fits throughout the process of watching it. Pixelated 1968 Nintendo 64 glitch pixel.
But you know that happened with The Love Is Blind when they try to do it live. It's just every time when they try to do something live, they mess up. Like, you can't do live shows.
I guess not. Prime can do it. They do it with concerts. They have. They did Kendrick's concert in L.A. Prime has a music. Well, and I guess that goes to show about the type of departments that certain companies have. Amazon has a music department.
Do they?
Yes, of course. Yes, Amazon has a music department. Like, as in, there is a Amazon Music. You know, you've heard of that, right?
Yes, I have an Alexa.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So, going further with artists and making content creation and live concerts is a whole department that they can dab in. Netflix doesn't have a live thing. They do, but they don't. They hosted the Tom Brady roast. That was a good one. There was not any type of major technical difficulties there. But I guess the fight was a thing that they were not expecting, especially when it comes to the bandwidth of people who are gonna watch it. HBO don't have this problem. Shit, motherfucking wasn't well, no, they do got that problem. I was gonna say, what were the fights that they used to host before it was they would host these little celebrity shindigs, but they were like way smaller. Forgot what they're called now. It was back before all
Celebrity
this.
Showdown?
No, not it wasn't Celebrity Showdown. It was like an actual platform that supported this type of content. And celebrity type boxing was a part of it. It was basically Zeus before Zeus. I can't remember what it was. Whatever Zeus, whatever it was called, it's called Zeus now. But before it was Zeus. Somewhere in somebody in the comment section will help me out with that. But yeah. I was very disappointed in the fight, but I actually wasn't surprised. Actually, when I actually thought about it, he is a 50, 60, 70, 80, 90-year-old man.
Nah, that don't mean nothing. Age don't mean nothing.
Age means a lot when you're in these type of situations.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
No. Look at me. Age don't mean shit. Fucking dying here.
Whitley is a young sprite woman
with a body of a 75-year-old.
She's telling me that Mike Tyson may be old as he is, but he should have definitely been capable of putting on a better performance than he did. And I believe he could too, but
you didn't see the dude on Yellowstone, he whipping ass too.
That's a television show.
It don't matter.
It's a television show.
Old people can whip ass.
Well, old people can whip ass.
I'm pretty sure your grandmother could whip somebody's ass right now.
If
that handshake she gave me was that was a handshake. I was like, she let go. I said, damn, my hand hurts.
If my grandmother needed to put some give out a can of whoop ass, she probably would if she needed to.
Yeah, damn right she would.
But
my bad. I didn't say that.
If it had to. But yeah, man. I just felt like I felt like a Mayweather fight. It felt like a Mayweather fight. It felt like you felt like the person that was gonna fight this person was gonna knock them out in the first round, and then once the first round went, the second round went, it was like, okay, this is just gonna suck. This is gonna suck.
Everybody leave my house. Everybody get out. I don't want to watch this.
This is done. This is the rest. All right, let's call it. So yeah, the fight was the fight. We all saw it. No one's even talking about it. It's fine. Not even because it's not a thing, but it's just we know how loud we were about how he was going to beat that boy up, and it's very quiet about how he's not. And the ones who said that Jake Paul was going to win, not necessarily knock him out, but win, are not even running their victory laps, but it's like, we told you so. So on the side of the Mike Tyson house that lost, we will take our L's as loud as we said that we wanted him to win. So
I didn't say I wanted him to win. I just said I wouldn't have knocked him out.
That's him to win.
No, I didn't care about how he knocked him out. He could still be standing.
Well, Jake Paul won, so we will see who his next opponent will be, and hopefully they will not be retired. They are active, and they're actually somebody who's, it's not a big payday. It's a fight. And that's something that I guess we haven't had with Jake Paul, is a fighter. Just people who want payday. So yeah, that's that. That's that. Okay. I like that thing. All right. Linkin Park. Let's get to it, because I love music, and I love that. If you're a Linkin Park listener, if you know anything about Linkin Park and you know about the history of what they've been through in the last 10 years, 7 years, they lost their lead singer. But now they have came out with a new album. They have replaced him with a new singer. Her name is Emily Armstrong. Linkin Park, man. From Zero. Um, they're back and they're trying to reinvent themselves with a new what is it, coat of paint in terms of a lead singer as a female.
They low key. That they kind of. I ain't listened to it all the way. I listened to a couple songs, and it kind of does give me Paramore vibes, but like or Evanescence vibe.
I appreciate that she, if you heard the album, I appreciate that she makes sure that it's still Linkin Park. All right.
Yeah.
It's still, yes, you are you, and you are new, but the position that you're filling has already a blueprint. We just need you to follow it.
Voice.
All right.
You know, I think they put some of his like vocals in there.
I felt that, right?
Because there was a note she hit, and I was like, why does that sound like him?
It did.
I was like, that sounds exactly. I was like, his voice is in there somewhere.
I said, he lives in you. He lives.
No, they added his vocals in there.
I felt like Chester Bennington. That's his name. I felt like Chester's voice was there. I did hear that, but at the same time, it felt like that's the effect. That's the Linkin Park effect. That's the echo, the scream.
You know what part I'm talking about, too.
Of course I do. And there's plenty of songs in the album
like,
where
I literally heard it. I was like,
that's him.
I heard him.
I shed a tear in one of the songs. I said, "Oh my goodness." Stain is a very good is a strong song I like there. She showed herself and how she is a part of this band. I mean, the thing is about Linkin Park, if you listen to them from the beginning, like I did when I was a kid, this is one of those rare bands that didn't have to stray away from new members throughout their career. They were able to stay solid.
Yeah, they didn't lose anybody. But that's how all they were. They all were like that. Paramore didn't lose anybody. Evanescence didn't lose anybody.
Yes, and well, I'll say this to a point where the lead singer, to be specific, never changed, right? To where for Linkin Park is concerned, I do not think they've really changed their members. Their members have been the same. But for you to, and not to mention, there have been bands throughout time who've changed their members. So
changed their names.
And the what?
And their names.
They changed the whole name because of one member, or two members.
I think so. I mean, it's not uncommon.
I'm not saying. That's.
I don't know what band, but I know bands would do that.
I'm aware that certain bands will make alterations to show that there's a difference between the first or second alteration. The fact that you say Linkin Park and I hear a woman, and this is where Linkin Park fans feel me. Shit weird, man. Who is this woman? Who is this? Where is Chest?
Can't ask me.
I hear him, but we know what happened. We know what happened to Chester. But Emily, you're doing a good job, Emily. I like the album. I listened to the album front to back. I listened to it twice. Shout out to Rich when we did the house. We laid down times. We listened to it twice. I told him we had this whole Linkin Park conversation. He knows about Linkin Park. He listens to Linkin Park, loves Linkin Park. So when I told him about this switch in the dynamic, he was very interested to listen to it. He liked it. He enjoyed it. He said the same things you're saying, same things I'm saying. Probably, I think a lot of people are also saying that she is definitely filling some huge shoes here. I think the biggest highlight of this album is her, of course.
Well, are they gonna be on? Are they gonna be on the next Transformer song?
There were some Transformers. There was some Transformer slaps on there. I don't know which one. They own the. They
know Linkin Park is good for that Transformer.
And see, and that's the part where you can listen. I'm at a point now where if I heard a song where you can close my eyes. I can see a Transformer scene right now. Like Linkin Park and Transformers are just married in that way. So no. I definitely like the album. It's called From Zero, so I also got from the title that this is definitely them like starting over.
Most definitely.
And having a new fresh career with Emily. Emily. All right, Emily. All right, Emily. We're watching. Linkin Park fans are watching. We're gonna see what music video you're gonna be with Bumblebee this time. This time you might do some villain arc with Megatron. We'll see. We'll see. But shout out to Linkin Park, man. We love y'all. Love y'all. Keep banging and rocking on in the free world.
The top 25.
Yes.
The numbers 3 or 4 came out.
Yes. So last time we had all of the 25 to 20. Sorry, 25 to
5 to 25.
5 to 25. Thank you.
Right.
Now 4 and 3 has came out. Number 4 is Drake. Number 3, Rihanna.
God dang. That I'm sorry.
Oh, so let's just this is not more so about Drake and Rihanna. Since Whitley's here, we're gonna twist this pop star conversation. At least I am, especially since Daryl's not here. I'm gonna have fun. So if Drake is 4 and Rihanna is 3, you really think that Chris is 2 or 1?
You dang right I do.
Whitley, come on now. Let's just call a spade a spade. He got dubbed. He got snubbed. First of all, maybe because I had it on here and I wanted to make sure I'm accurate. It is on the article, and I think he's already been mentioned and we did not give him praise. So let me back up.
I'm gonna go
because I have the list here. I have the list. So we'll start from 25 all the way up. So we have 25, Katy Perry, 24, Ed Sheeran, 23, Bad Bunny, 22, One Direction, 21, Lil Wayne, 20, Bruno Mars, 19, BTS, 18, The Weeknd, 17, Shakira, 16, Jay-Z, 15, Miley Cyrus, 14, Justin Timberlake, 13, Nicki Minaj, 12, Eminem, 11, Usher, 10, Adele, 9, Ariana Grande, 8, Justin Bieber, 7, Kanye West, 6, Britney Spears, Lady Gaga, number 4, Drake, I'm sorry, Lady Gaga, number 5, Drake, number 4, Rihanna, number 3. I'm sorry, Chris Brown ain't on this goddamn list. He's not on it. Let's just say they snubbed him. We're not going to. I'm sorry, Whitley. I'm sorry. Chris is not on this list.
He's on this list.
Chris is not on this list.
How you gonna not put him on the list but put him on the poster?
You think he's 2 or number 1?
I'm willing to bet on this.
You think he's number 1? You know who in the 21st century? In the 21st.
Who do you think number 1 is? Who do you think the last 2 is?
If we're the 21st century, that means 2000 and beyond. So that excludes Michael Jackson.
I know who you're going with. It's most likely going to be Beyonce, then Chris Brown. Because they're literally neck and neck. And ratings right now. They're literally like one stream off from each other right now.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, and this is where it gets interesting. Ed Sheeran's off the board. Justin Bieber's off the board. Justin Timberlake is off the board. Usher is off the board. It's like Chris is just sitting there with his hands like, all these motherfuckers getting drafted. Where my call at? I don't know if you getting the call, Chris.
But would you consider Beyonce a pop star?
If you put Jay-Z down there, then hell yes, I believe Beyonce should be. I don't
even think Jay-Z should be on there. He's not a pop star.
I agree, but this is where we're having fun with this conversation in this list. Not Shakira. Shakira is on this list. One Direction's on this list. BTS is on this list. Jay-Z's on this list.
BTS is a pop star.
I'm talking about the range of how much time these artists, these pop stars have had their relevancy. BTS is a fairly new act in a pop star conversation.
And the fact that One Direction is on here, it's like
they're
not even relevant.
You get what I'm saying? So I am curious to know where these two names as Beyonce and Chris Brown will land if they are just the automatic 1 and 2. And I guess let's just play this game. Who's 1 and who's 2?
I just said that.
Who'd you say? Beyonce was 1 and Chris Brown's 2?
Yes.
You don't think Chris Brown's number 1?
I think he's number 1. Don't do that. But I know they're not gonna give it to him.
They never give it to Chris. They never let him
don't.
have his flowers. They always snub him. Blah. They never give CB his credits. Nah, man, shout out to Chris, bro. I'm interested just because Whitley really believes that Chris is the number one out of all the people that they've named. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I just feel
I don't
like
even know how the list is gonna go. It's gonna go Beyonce, Chris Brown.
Rihanna, Drake, and then Lady Gaga. That's crazy.
That actually makes a lot of sense to me, though.
Where the fuck did Lady Gaga come off getting over Usher? Where does Lady Gaga get off getting over Kanye West? Like, I mean, that's just.
I don't know who's making this list.
I mean, of course, and that's the part where
where they're getting their numbers from.
Well, this is this is Billboard, but Spotify has a sponsorship in terms of episodes, in depth of each artist. So, just off of that, that's already 20 years, and in between of artists who had either big relevancy, they're all big names. Let's not get that twisted, but they all had their moments in time where it's interesting to see again what this list will look like in time, because they'll probably do this list again. This, in terms of the 21st century, we're literally in the first fourth of it. So this list is very, very premature. When we get to the end of the 21st century, if these names are still on it, then that'll be different. But we probably won't be around to see that list. But hopefully the music that lives on and the people that love music will put these people's names in here. But I do not think that BTS is going to be there 2098. But hey, it don't know. We'll never know. We'll figure it out in 2098. Moving forward with we're going to talk about the beef contamination.
Yeah. Yeah. I was waiting for it.
According to reports, ground beef packed in Detroit by Wolverine Pack & Co. and distributed nationwide is being recalled due to possible E. coli contamination. Approximately 167,277 pounds are affected. The contamination was discovered after 15 people in Minnesota fell ill to E. coli linked to the beef. This recall included fresh beef with a use-by date of November 14th and frozen beef produced on October 22nd, 2024, marked with EST.2574B. So let me tell y'all something right now, people. You over here getting all this meat, getting all this beef, getting all this stuff together for your family. Do not contaminate your people with the beef. Look at the numbers, and even if, better yet, don't even touch the beef this year. Put the beef down. Put the beef down.
You know, I'm about to go season a giant roast in a minute.
Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers and make sure it's not contaminated with E. coli. It said ground beef, but still.
I got a whole shoulder pork. Shoulder stump, whatever that crap is in the refrigerator. Giant pound of 12 pound.
Is that pork or is that beef?
It's beef.
All right. Well, make sure that date is not in the same situation as this story here. We got to throw it out.
That sounds like only in one state, though.
They said nationwide. They distribute nationwide.
But it fell ill in Ohio, didn't it?
It fell ill in Minnesota. That's where my mother is.
God don't buy no beef.
Well, she doesn't eat beef. She doesn't eat ground beef. But the point is, this is a place where they
ground beef. I got a whole thigh. whole thigh.
People out there, if you're listening, if you out there got ground beef in your area, make sure you just watch it. Look at the dates. If just better yet, throw it out. Just throw it in the trash. Don't even mess with beef this year. Save yourself the trouble, so you are not a statistic of this E. coli contamination.
I got ground turkey.
Ground turkey is a great alternative. Thank you, Whitley. Thank you. That's why she's here, y'all. A great alternative. I just don't want you to throw away some food. Replace some food with some food that will give you the same type of feeling, the same type of.
I don't want the same type of feeling. I want the real thing.
But it's not.
It's the real deal.
No.
With that slaughterhouse cow.
It's not even about that because I grew up on
with that Yellowstone cattle.
See, there she goes with the Yellowstone. But the point is, y'all, if y'all are scared of this story and it makes it seem like you don't want to enter that situation with beef this year, get some ground turkey. Great alternative. Thank you, Willie. I appreciate you for putting that out
there. Impossible meat. The savory meat. Oh my God, it tastes so good.
Put the beef down, Mitchie. Let's get into. I just want to know.
I'll save my topic for last.
Give me a second.
The Pentagon is missing $824 billion.
Yes, they are missing that much money.
How do you misplace $864 billion?
I will tell you about the story in 1 second.
I'm gonna hit you.
I had the story right in front.
I'm gonna hit you. And I'm not going to say sorry.
All right. Pentagon fails their 7th audit in a row, unable to fully account for $824 billion budget. According to reports, the Pentagon failed its 7th consecutive audit, unable to fully account for its $824 billion budget. Of 28 audited entities, 9 passed, 1 was qualified, 15 received disclaimers, and 3 are pending. Officials remain optimistic about addressing budget challenges. So there are people in power, and when they come to get you for certain things, you either got it or you don't. But if you don't, there are consequences. Off the bat, there are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you ain't got it, there's a consequence immediately. So when businesses, from my understanding, will get audited and their money and their paperwork is not together, the first time, they might go out of business. Is that not? Am I off?
No, they get investigated.
So how many times would a normal entrepreneur, a normal business person, get audited before they would get out of business when it comes to mishandling money and paperwork and organization? I would say twice, because after the first you would get investigated. And if the investigation comes up to where you are still sloppy with your money handlings and your paperwork organization, then you would probably cease to be of service to society, right?
I would guess so, yeah.
I'm just spitballing. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall right now. I'm not saying I have a vendetta against anybody like the government. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing stuff at the wall. So if I had $8 billion with my pinky, like Austin Powers, $8 billion, and the people of high power said, "Hey, we need to know where that money at so we can make sure it's where it needs to be in paperwork and organization." I say, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. But I have all this money. What are you going to do if I ain't got it? Are you going to throw me in jail, or are you going to just give me a second chance, give me a third chance, give me a fourth chance, fifth chance, sixth chance, XYZ?
You don't get that many chances.
No, because the Pentagon do. And that's where I guess I'm saying all this stuff, listeners, to just say, what, get to the point, KQ. The point is, who gonna check the Pentagon if they ain't got money? Ain't the Pentagon like ain't that like us in a way? What I'm saying is this story makes it seem like the Pentagon is a mob boss or a mob type of community that's not of the US government, to where it's like it seems like the US government is investigating the Pentagon saying, "Hey, where's all this money?" We're like, "I don't know, nigga. I don't know, figure it out." But it's like, how the Pentagon know?
How you don't know where this is?
It's like how you so wait, but the money, but the pen, in my knowledge of being a kid, of knowing the Pentagon and knowing what it means for this country, that is a place where everything is organized, everything is together, everything should be where it should be because it's the fucking Pentagon. Like the
I
Pentagon
feel
is
like the Pentagon should be
it's
really
like
organized.
it's like the most organized thing
Like-
in the world. Like in my 27-year-old brain, I just think the Pentagon is the most clear cut, organized thing, like the best of
Like
the
I
best.
feel like you walking into like a hospital with clean, organized.
The smartest minds in the world, the best money economic minds, and the best, like the best.
Actually, statistically proven that the smartest minds in the world are the messiest people.
Not at the workplace, Whitley. I would assume not at the workplace. What I'm saying is,
Well,
I would think
maybe they bring it themselves into the workplace.
I would think the Pentagon is filthy.
It's
You go in there, it's hell in
It's like
there.
you're walking through the fucking-
It's, have you ever been in there before? No, I never. It's a fucking pigsty. There's paperwork everywhere. It can start to smell
I
like
expect
shit.
the White House to be fucking chaotic. I expect it inside there to be chaotic. People running around, not knowing what's going on. I expect that. The Pentagon, I feel like there's people walking around real slow
Yes.
and white hallways.
Yes.
With mad filing cabinets.
Yes.
Like, okay, you remember the scene from Bruce Almighty?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I picture it.
Yes.
I picture the Pentagon like that. That room, the white room with the file cabinets.
If I need something, they
know exactly where it is.
Exactly where it is. It's right there. It's right there.
It's right there. File 7225006Z.
So it's so this is where this story is. For a lot of people, this is very serious, and this is very serious. This is a very serious topic, to be honest. But when the Pentagon say for the 7th time, I don't know where y'all fucking money at for that. I don't know where that 800 billion at. I don't know that
First
eight.
of all, who gave it to you?
That
'Cause it
824
seems
bill.
Like we gave it to you. We don't know where our money is going.
Well, that's where the comment section will definitely tell you where the money's going, or tell you where we've been having money and where it's been going.
Apparently, the Stark Enterprise.
You know what? That's a great way to put it. I think that most people are
Before Iron Man.
I think most people are saying that the budget is very obvious to where we spent it and where it went, and some are saying, give them another chance. They'll figure it out the 8th time.
I just had a
They'll
thought.
figure it out the 7th time. We don't know, but come back about 2 more months. We gonna tell you exactly where it at. Just hold on.
You know, I feel like there's so many billionaires in the world. Where the Batman's at? Where the Iron Man's at?
Where's the Batman's at?
Where we still doing this crap? Where's Batman? Where's Iron Man? I feel like that we should at least have some type of superhero by now.
You want a
In real
superhero
life.
out here in these chaotic
I
streets?
understand Superman and Thor. I understand they can't be real, but a
Why?
billionaire must get bored
I don't think
and be a vigilante somehow.
But I don't think a billionaire's boredom will lead them to do extreme things that Bruce Wayne did or wanted to do. Like Bruce Wayne was bored, so he decided
There's
to go.
plenty of billionaire orphans out there. They need to be Batman.
But I said again, I don't think they're gonna go to the desert of the lost souls
I think they need
to learn to be ninjas.
I think they need a Batman and an Iron Man. So
I think, you know what though? Let's entertain this conversation because I like this. I believe there will be an Iron Man before there's a Batman. I do believe there are very scientific minds that are able to create technology
to where they would be able to do things more Iron Man-like than Batman-like. I think Batman, you really have to have a mind of I think, yeah, period. You have to have a different type of mind for that. I think there are more Tony Starks of the world than there are Bruce Waynes of the world. I definitely believe that. In the 21st century, there would definitely be a Tony Stark to emerge in the world than a Bruce Wayne.
But nah, y'all want to hack people and stuff instead. Come on, man. Use your $1 million stuff.
I mean, but do niggas really want to save the world though?
Someone need to. Because clearly the Pentagon can't even find money. Somebody saved the damn place. Shit. Get fucking
Get John to do it.
Get John done over here. Get John done.
Get John to do the me.
Nah, I don't even need John. I need Casey.
I need Casey.
Casey can hold it down.
Casey gonna be the goddamn president. He gonna take where that money at. We gonna stop this shit right now. Matter of fact, give me your Air Force One. We gonna
cows.
Go
we ain't got no cows.
It's like
put me. As you can see, I have started watching Yellowstone, and I have recently been sitting on the couch. Shout out to Valencia. I appreciate it. I clock out of work, get right on this couch, and watch Yellowstone. This is why we're late potting tonight in the first place, because I wanted to watch 2 episodes of Yellowstone and not pod.
To add on top of that, this couch, shout out to Valencia, is very good, very amazing. This is a great addition to the
I don't think we've been in this living room that much.
Valencia, I will tell you right now, and the world listeners who are listening as well, we have never been in this living room as much as we've been since we got this couch. Since we got this couch, we have been in here so much more.
Every time they walk in the house, I'm sitting right here.
Personally speaking, I feel achieved because I had to bring that motherfucker up and down this shit. I think I forgot to talk about that during my week, but yes, I had to bring the new couch that we are sitting on from Valencia's crib to here. The old couches we had, brought them to my grandmother. She was happy about that. I got her TV back. And then, 2 things. First thing, I'm the type of guy who, when I do work and I put things down or I build things or I put my labor on stuff, I want to enjoy
you
it.
also laid some tile this week. You was very accomplished this week.
I've done a lot of work this week, yes. Moved couches, laid down some tile, just really trying to be a man's man, put my hands and feet to work when I'm not working.
God.
Might as well be the man that I can be in my youth before I get old and I start using my brain and start telling other people to do it and get paid more. Because that's the goal.
We're already doing that.
Well, see, that's where...
We're already getting paid to tell people what to do.
Well, that's the part where we are just blessed to be doing what we're doing now, but appreciate what we're doing now, but always know there'll be more responsibilities. So just appreciate what you have now, because then when you get more responsibilities, then it's like, But we'll talk about that later. What were we talking about? The couch.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. So, we're talking about Yellowstone.
Yes, Yellowstone.
How you feel about it?
See, I can't even have a thorough Yellowstone analysis. I haven't watched it at all from the first season of season 1, episode 1. I'm only watching snippets when I come home and when I just want to lay on the couch and the show's on. It's very nice. It's very captivating. The plot is nice. I'm using real surface level words because I have not watched it in context and depth and detail to where y'all know how I would give it up if I really watched the show and how I would be animated.
So would you start from the beginning?
Yes, I would start from the beginning and I would definitely come back with a lot more enthusiasm with it. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it. It's very good, but I do not.
He's kind of upset that I got past the part and he wanted to see these 2 people.
So I have watched I'm not.
You did watch a good couple episodes yesterday.
I've definitely watched I'm smack dab in the middle of it, not even claiming to know what's going on for real. I just know the point of it is people want this man's land. And at this point, there were 2 individuals who were supposed to be back and they came back and John didn't like that shit. And they wanted to be big ball with cowboys and do some shit they weren't supposed to do, and I wanted to see the repercussions. I wasn't able to see that, and I was a little upset. But that's okay because Whitley watched it because she's watching it, but I missed the part where they were supposed they got
They got they lick
they
back.
got they
What
get
he say about the bear in the cub?
He said
Oh,
next time you wanna
put the hat on.
Next time you wanna wrestle with a bear, don't go at the cub. He said, you want to meet me, John? You name the barn. I'll be behind it. Said, oh shit. Oh shit.
You had the hat on backwards.
That's okay. It's all right. Listen, I am not thorough in the Yellowstone lore at all. The things that I watch, I like characters in places where I probably would not like them if I got the full understanding, or maybe I would, and maybe I have more understanding too. Again, I don't want to speak too much on it just because I do not have the full context of the show.
What's that other one you like? We're off. I'm gonna get her fired.
Oh, she said the balls on this woman. Once I make her lose her job, hire her. I said it wrong, but basically that shit is so fire when you mad at somebody or you hating a bitch or you hating a nigga so bad. So once get that motherfucker fired, then hire them.
Then hire him.
Cause that's a cold. I'll need that on my team.
I'm about to get this bitch fired. We're gonna hire her.
We're gonna hire her after that.
She did get fired though.
She gonna hire her. She meant what he said. She meant what she said. But no, Yellowstone is good. I've liked it so far. I don't want to get too far into the seasons with where I started because again, there's a lot. I have to start from the beginning anyway. So, Yellowstone's nice.
Are you selling your Are you selling your land? You got a lot of land. $10,000 per acre. And you're potentially going to get $500 million for just part of your land. You selling? Because I remember asking you off while we was chilling, watching. But are you selling now that we're discussing it? You still got a good bit.
You know what though, and that's the part where it's yes, I would, right? Because
you would sell.
Not to get too deep into
your daddy's land.
Not to get too deep into the show, right? But let's just say the situation is the same. The state is interested in my land because they want to build things on top of it, and they're coming to me with the initial meeting negotiation with this amount of money, and I say no, right? The follow-up naturally would be they're going to find other ways to get it without me or without my or without my factor in it. So they're still going to come harder after.
And I'm probably going to get less.
And I'm going to get less than what I come for. And that's just how it's going to go regardless of how genuine or how much they care about the thing. Like
that's what happened to that
they're
dude.
sharks.
That's what happened to that dude down the street from Butler.
So I guess my answer would be yes, I say yes just to keep the fangs back. Because at the end of the day, or the claws back, because at the end of the day, this is them coming the most respectful. Because after this, it's going to be weird, and it's going to be aggressive, and it's going to be a narrative to where I am, again, stopping X amount of jobs. I'm stopping the tax. I'm stopping the economy from thriving because of all the land I have that could be built for X this and X amount of jobs. And that's where
thriving. Ain't nobody complain.
Well, that's where again.
The community.
If I have as much land as I have, and this is the state coming for me in terms of my land, and I say no, then I feel like I'm gonna spend more money on fighting them back than me investing in the land I had before they came. So it's better off to just sell. And if I still have it, then I don't know. I think long term, and I think the pride, not even the pride and ego, but if the generational wealth of it comes to like, we've had this for generations.
But that's gonna make other people want to take more of your land and try and build more stuff because he's still gonna have like 12 other like parts.
I get it. Once if he or I were to make that initial sale, what's stopping other people from trying to take what else I have, right? At least what I acquired from selling this is not saying legal money, but it's hard. It's mine. It's my equity, right? So everything else that I have, especially if it's $500 million, then I'm not. I don't know. I think it's how much
I'm
is it
gonna
worth?
wake up and see an airport next to my home.
Well, no, I guess what I'm saying is how much is the work? Like how much is the trouble? How much is the trouble of keeping people at bay to just saying that I have this? Like I think at some point.
So at that point, when all that shit was going down in the show, right?
Mhm.
Just now.
That's because you said no. That's because you said no. Because you said no, we are doing these type of dirty tactics or measures to not even speak to you again. You just accidentally died. You just got into a situation where there was a threatening bomb. Like we're going to do something to get you out of the way so we don't even have to talk to you again. And then we just gonna come back and be like, because that's how it goes. And that's how, well, in this show, that's how it went. But that's in ways of how higher people of power want something that you genuinely have it, they're gonna find some way to give it to and you say no, they're not taking no for an answer. If anything, the no is like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to kill me for it. That I think that's what they hear when they say that. But when you say no, they say, oh, you're gonna kill me for it. Oh, word? Okay. Send 5 random dudes at these locations that they frequently at. And if they die, have a bomb, go to his mama, and then after that, have another hit squad go to his best friend crib, and matter of fact, send a van to him directly.
Send the van to him directly.
Like we just gonna mop all this up in one swell swoop, and then.
But they really thought they were doing something. Only said 2 to 3 people.
This is where the this is where the underestimation. See, this is less about me and more about the show. But this is where they underestimate who the fuck they is. Nigga, you must not know who the fuck we
Montana.
is. And this is the part where I guess the people who are trying to get this land, or let's just say I ain't gonna say the state. Let's not put the state on. Let's not put the state's name on there because that's not official. If anything, they want a nigga to be governor. So I would say the people that want the land are using dirty tactics to get them out of there to where they don't know who they're fucking with. And I guess as we're seeing, the state, technically, not even Jamie, fuck Jamie, but in terms of the state, they have their back. Like they fuck with them. Or at least that county. Like that city, that area, fuck with them hard. So I don't think any outsider outside of the area that's trying to take their land is gonna take it by force, because this is what happens when you do, especially if they live. So like they rally up the troops, they barricade the motherfucking shit, like they hold it like you said, the nigga look like the president coming that motherfucker. So like we see what happens when they get threatened like that. So I appreciate how much they get cared for, but I guess it's not worth the trouble. It's not worth the trouble. I mean, Beth said it. Beth said it. She said it. This is gonna happen if you say no. And
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
This is gonna happen. She said it. And unfortunately, that is exactly what's going to happen. It's exactly what happened. I think if I was the man who made the call to change all this, especially, I mean, considering where we're watching and what season is this?
This is season 4.
Season 4 of what's happening right now, because the show's already been over. Like, the show's been done.
I think so.
So, like, at this point in the part of the season, this shit ain't worth the trouble, bro. It ain't worth the trouble. Take it, go. If anything, it ain't even like I can't do this somewhere else. I could go to another state. I can go to another state, not even do this shit all again, but I don't know, not fucking have to do this. Fuck you mean? Hit squad on the whole fam? The whole fam, nigga. The whole fam. You send the hit squad on the whole fam in all different directions. That's crazy. So, yes, Yellowstone is a very captivating show. I have to start from the beginning to make sure I get the full understanding. And maybe I'll do a speed binge and I can catch up and give y'all a full thorough catch up, but don't hold your breath.
I ain't selling my land.
Don't hold your breath. Yeah. Beyonce performs NFL Christmas game halftime show.
Nobody cares about
See, it's not that I don't care, but it's like why? And I guess it's like a why for two reasons. And I guess is it a why because people are not watching the game on Christmas? Because everybody watches Christmas games. One, doesn't matter the record, it's just a Christmas game. Two, why is it Beyonce? And I don't mean that in a bad way.
I got a picture for you then.
What?
Are they truly? Think back when our parents would watch football and stuff, how heavy they went, right? The generation before us, how heavy they went for these types of football games and stuff. Sit on the couch, watch it, like they all was tuned in. Our generation is not tuned in. It's more of let's watch on our phone. They're not tuned in, and if they're not, they're watching the highlights. They're not tuned in to the actual game anymore.
Mm.
So what do you do? What do you do to get someone to tune in?
You saying Beyonce to do a halftime show? See, I have different. Yeah, I agree with you, but this is the part where if you really want to take it home, this is why I brought it to the stage, and this is why I'm being goofy. How dare you, whoever powers that be, because I'm not gonna just go and say Jay-Z. That's too easy to say. How dare the people at B choose this time to have a halftime show at the Christmas day of the Christmas game of NFL for the first time, because I've never heard this before. But you choose Beyonce when you don't choose the queen of
the staple.
You don't choose
the one that's
we talk
thawing out and getting ready to show.
We talk about stallions out here. We're talking about thoroughbred. We're talking about the one that you look to when it's that time of year.
Every year.
And you don't bring the queen?
You don't even call them.
What? Are they out of touch? This is the time to bring Mariah Carey to the stage. If that's the point that y'all were not getting. Mariah Carey should be front and center. Christmas.
She probably turned him down.
Really? What?
She's probably tired of doing that damn song.
No, all right, do it 5 times.
She probably, I've been honest. She's probably tired.
She probably said, I don't want to do that shit. No, give it to B. Give it to B. B love to do that. And I guess for me,
Maybe she could be the new state.
Let's be honest.
For the next 30 years.
Yeah, let's be honest with my take honestly with it. Beyonce is a great addition to having halftime entertainment for anything. More Beyonce, more especially as a performer, more Beyonce, more B. More B, more love. Especially when she does anything. So I hope that she does some.
What's she gonna do with these country songs?
I hope that she gives us some throwbacks that we miss and love. I don't know. The way that it would look presented, she had her platinum blonde, and her white, red, and blue silhouette. I mean, sorry, what am I saying? That's not the word. What's the word? The leotard. There we go. So I don't know. She might come out there with a guitar. I want Beyonce to go up there and do the no. Khalid addresses his sexuality on social media after being outed. What is that? What? Okay. Next topic, please. That was the text. That was the tweet that he said, all right, I'm gay. Next topic. Yeah, Khalid. Yeah, I'm saying it right? Khalid. Yeah. I like your music. I love your music. I always did. Especially it gave me nice soothing vibes on the road.
You know my favorite.
Country. You know what I'm saying? I definitely listened to a good pieces of his discography when I was on the road. Yeah, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Be free, brother. Be free, sister. Be free, everyone. That's what it means to be. Move forward in your life. It don't matter what you're doing and who you're doing it with. Just do what you're doing and do it freely with love. And do it in peace and love and have God in your heart at all times.
Now we got beef now.
Who got beef?
Me and you.
Why? Why we got beef?
No, why we got beef.
I don't understand why we got beef. What I do? What I do? I ain't do
The
nothing.
last topic.
What the last topic is? We ain't got beef. I ain't got no beef with you, Whitley. I got nothing but love
We got
for you.
beef.
I got nothing but love for you. What?
Not when they don't knock on your door.
What are you talking about? I don't even see what's the topic?
Your life as a child.
Oh, wait. This came from a question that I had.
Oh, I thought it was the knocking on the door bullshit.
That too. That's a two-part. That's a two-part. We can start there. We can start there as I find the question. So this thing that Whitley has brothers and sisters that she has, siblings. I don't have that. I'm a lone child. So I have grown up always to knock before you enter. And that's not a problem, especially when you don't want to open the door to see some shit you don't want to see. So I knock. Whitley, since I've been here, since we lived together, have always knocked. Whether it be your head or your hand, you knock. Now, this particular day, especially, what day was it? The day I had to go pick up the dude with Rich and everything. Whitley wanted to.
Let me start forward. The day before, what did I tell you?
What? Get ready?
That I was gonna wake you up.
That's fine.
All right, so you knew I was coming.
Yeah.
But you
did not
proceed to say you was already up for hours.
I was up for hours.
Just send me a text saying I'm up. You ain't got to worry about me. I'm gonna leave in a minute.
I didn't think I had. I still wanted you to come.
I could have been still sleeping.
I still would have been up and got up and did my thing.
I could have still been sleeping before I even clocked into work.
Okay.
So me waking up early and actually listening to my first alarm at 8 o'clock, because I listened to my third alarm, which is at 8:45 when I got clocking at 9. So I could have been sleeping, and you want to bitch about me not fucking knocking.
I don't understand why me saying, "Hey, Whitley."
You didn't say that. You did. I'm gonna show you what you did. Give me this blanket. Give me this blanket right here. Let me show you what you did. You know what? I just pretend I have a phone in my hand. Did you not knock on my door? Did you not knock on my door?
Mm-hmm.
Did you not knock on my door? That's all he kept saying.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all you kept saying.
Yeah, that's all I kept saying. Yes.
Well,
see,
you and your goddamn door.
Yeah, you should.
I shouldn't.
You should. I don't understand. And see that.
Treat you like a damn brother.
This is the one time.
I'm gonna bust through this bitch and bother the shit out of you.
This is the one time.
I'm gonna kick that shit down.
This is the one time that you choose not to open my door, and I call it out, and you get upset because you are usually the person to knock before you enter.
You done lost that courtesy by now. It's over.
What do you mean lost a courtesy?
You lost it.
That is something.
No, you lost it.
That is a given.
You are now a brother.
I don't understand.
You're a brother, and now I get to bother you as such as a brother.
I don't understand. I don't like that.
Fucking knocking on your damn door. You lucky. You lucky I knocked the first couple times.
Willie knocks every single time.
No, I don't.
Every time.
Now you in the family. You gonna be in the family? You wanna be in the family? You ain't getting no knocks. My knocks was me hitting my head against the door.
Yeah, and that's what it was. So I don't understand why it has to change. Why does it like that? That is what.
Because
that's how
you're family now. Fuck off.
Wow. Fuck off, but you in my room unannounced. Okay.
What?
All right. Exactly.
I didn't hear what you said.
You say fuck off, but you're entering my room unannounced. Aha.
I did announce myself the day before. 24 hours before I told you I was going to wake your ass up. I pre-announced actually 24 hours in advance. If you wanted to stop me from entering, you should have sent that text saying I'm already up, been up for hours. Don't worry about me. I'm up.
I'm going to yell that in text message. I'm going to yell it with a GIF attached to it.
Okay. And then Yo, and then you had the nerve to say, I'm going to bust through your door. You know why you can't do that? Because that bitch be locked. Because I lock shit. Because I had siblings that would bust through the door and not give a crap. See how she just bust through the door today? You sitting on the couch, she just came right in the fucking front door.
That's. See, but that's an understanding.
Who does that shit?
But that's an understanding that y'all have.
I changed the code in RB.
Don't do that.
Now I'm wrong for not allowing them to bust through the door.
I mean, I'm saying that just because I have to remember more numbers, and I don't want to do that. I already have to remember a bunch of numbers. I got a whole bunch of stuff that I have to remember, and more numbers is what I just don't want to keep remembering right now. And keep it at a minimum of 4. Please.
So, see how they just the whole entire family got the fucking code, and they just be walking in this bitch.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Well, the question was, the parents really leave y'all outside? Like, the parents really leave you outside in your childhood, or is that just shit that they showed us in the movies?
I wasn't allowed to go outside.
Why not? Like, as a kid? As a little kid?
Yeah.
Oh, because you were a girl?
No.
Why?
I don't know. It's just my father raised us outside. He didn't say we couldn't go outside. We just chose not to go outside.
Oh, but Jason was outside.
Jason wasn't outside either. He was in the goddamn room, stinking his room, smelling that shit like a gamer.
Well, I would say I'll be outside. Like, outside was different.
You wasn't outside. You was in front of your house in a car.
That's high school, Whitley. I'm talking about as a little kid when you just be outside, like before social media. Like, we could speak to life, but I'm speaking to life before social media. Like, you was outside.
I wasn't outside.
You was outside. You was in the neighborhood. You was with your homies. You had it. But don't let me have a bike. It's over.
Don't come to my house. They like, Willie, come out. Go, I can't.
Man, have a bike, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Know the neighborhood to a point where I might cross over to the next neighborhood.
Felicia would literally come to my window because the steps were right there behind it. She would come to my window, knock on it, and be like, come outside. No, she would crawl in the window. Get out of my house.
Being outside was such a beautiful thing. You get a knock on your door from
disgusting. You got cuts and bruises and.
Hey, you want to come outside? Yeah, let's go outside.
No,
stay in the house.
My kids ain't going outside.
I want to stay in the house. I want to go outside.
My kids ain't going outside.
Huh?
My kids ain't going outside.
Why not?
They're not going outside.
Why not? I mean, well, you know what? Today ain't nothing to go outside to do. Well, y'all ain't a kid. I don't know these days. I don't know where kids be at.
They're probably out there trying to figure out how to roll a blunt or something, taking their parents' weed. No.
They do that inside. I don't think they do that outside anymore.
They do that outside.
That's like caveman behavior. Pshaw, XYZ, etc.
I'm not going outside. I don't even like going outside now.
Well, then what? Why? Because you don't want to go outside. Your kids can't go outside. What that have to do with you?
You think my kids ain't gonna be like me?
I'm not. You like to go outside to swim?
That's it.
Man, listen, kids, depending on.
I don't like motherfuckers at the pool.
Whatever society makes for children in the later years, where kids are gonna have a space to be kids, where other kids can be, they want to be outside. And sometimes if you have a great, especially if you have
be at sports, they're gonna do sports.
If you have a neighborhood full of kids, that's where you you don't automatically make your friends, but I mean that's where all the kids be at, especially if you got a whole bunch of houses.
Hang with Little Billy.
A whole bunch of kids, huh?
Don't hang out with Little Billy.
Man, hang out with Little Billy and figure out if that's your friend or that's your foe. Which one? Figure it out.
Tell Little Billy go on somewhere.
Nah, get people. I mean, but see, this is where
little boy off my yard.
Okay, so I feel like kids who stay in the house for too long.
Listen, if I got prestige, that's prestige. If I got very nice lawn, I better get the fuck off my lawn.
Oh. I'm okay.
Don't you play no football and mess up my foot.
Well, that's what the backyard's for.
I don't care what side of it. Don't mess up my lawn.
Niggas can't play in the backyard, Willie.
No, not on my lawn.
What's the
My
point?
lawn gonna be green.
What's the
Okay.
point of having? What's the point of in this situation having children with the backyard and they can't play back there?
It ain't for them.
What is?
It's for me. It's my land.
It's my land. It's my land.
How hard I work for this.
But that's not what. So where they? So they're supposed to get up. So get them bikes so they can go over and
think
play.
I'm gonna allow them to go to another person's house and that person can do whatever they want to? Nope. Come on back. There's danger in the world.
Lily, don't be that parent. Don't be that parent.
I am.
Why? What? Why? What's the? Why do you fear these things? I don't understand. You were resourceful. You were.
I wasn't outside. I was resourceful, but I wasn't outside.
I wasn't outside, so you wasn't. So you ain't outside.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
I feel like.
You want to go outside? Let's go on a hike.
I feel like children who stay in the house for too long have a lack of people skills.
I have a lack of people skills.
I don't think you were in the house too long.
I was never outside.
But you were out. So you've been outside. You've been outside. You've been out
To do sports.
No,
That's where you make your friends. Sports.
Whitley.
Because they're achievers.
You've made friends at work and you went out to gatherings with your friends at work.
That's not being a child. I can't be a child and go to work.
Well,
You're talking about two different ages. Stick to the area that we're talking about. Okay, sir? You can't make that a point.
okay. So as a child, you never went outside. You stayed inside. So you
I would look at kids outside playing. All right.
And when I pulled up the rich house and I look outside, I see mommy. She's sitting there. She got Lulu just.
Exactly.
I'm like, bro, why is you staring at me through the window like this?
Exactly.
Like, who is this person from the outside world? That's hilarious. Okay, I can't. I guess it's not. I'm not gonna chalk it up.
I'm not gonna knock you from doing sports.
Well,
Go do sports.
No, I'm not. I was gonna say I wasn't
taking you. I'm not taking you to Little Billy's house.
You ain't gotta go to Little Billy's house. Give him a bike.
You're not taking your ass to Little Billy's house on no damn bike by yourself. There is too much danger in the world for your child to be out there.
Are you speaking to having a daughter or having a son?
Both.
You ain't gonna let your son learn from trial and error in certain ways in terms
You can
of.
do that with me. We'll go ride bikes together. Play football with your father. Baseball with your father.
I guess I'm speaking.
Fuck up my grass with that ball though.
I'm speaking to my childhood personally, and I guess there is a unique group who can only relate to this type of childhood is where my mom gave me a long leash. She gave me a long leash. I think I speak to it in other episodes.
You also speak with being an only child.
But
she sent you outside because you had no one to play with inside.
But I guess
I had people to play with inside.
But to your point though, to your point in the way that you're speaking to as being a parent, that would make my mom more of what you're saying, but she wasn't, and she speaks to it like she wasn't a helicopter mom. What I'm saying,
I wouldn't.
You are you literally are defining a helicopter mom in every single statement you're saying.
No, I'm not.
Yes, what? You are.
They can have friends. They can go. Listen, I'm not saying they can't go out, but you can't go out with the neighborhood kids.
Why?
They're never up to no good.
They're
never up to no good.
Prejudgment, and
they're never up to no good.
Prejudgment, and I'm telling you that there is a beauty in your children finding out themselves in whatever way that they find it out. It doesn't have to be severe as
they can find it out at their football friend's house. That's not in this neighborhood.
What if their football friends are in their neighborhood?
Can't hang out with that one.
Why?
You can hang out with that practice.
Why? You're such a
He can come over to the house.
But y'all can't hang out outside.
I don't know what you gonna feed my child. I don't know what you did with your food. Like I don't.
He didn't say going over to his house. He said going outside. That's a whole different.
You're being snatched by somebody.
Why does your brain go there immediately, though? I mean, I'm not saying that it
You
shouldn't.
see what section we live in?
Oh my God. But I'm telling you, I just think that if
You can go as far as I can see you. How about that?
Whitley,
If I can't look out and see you somewhere, that's a problem.
how old are we talking? Because at this point, how old is I don't care where you at, but be home when the street lights come on.
High school. After
High school?
freshman year, that's when I cut off. I don't go fuck what you do.
After freshman year in high school?
No, before, like, when you get to freshman year, that's when I stop looking for you. That's 14, 15.
So okay, so let me give you a realistic situation to where you give me your thought process. If you lived in an apartment complex, that's near where y'all it's near where your son or daughter goes to school. So there are other families that live in this apartment complex that go to the same school, i.e., they all get up in the morning, go to the same stop to get up from the bus, you know what I'm saying, to go to school. So there's obviously a lot of kids that live in this neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a problem with your child roaming the complex without like like I mean they're in the complex, but it's a big complex, but it's a complex still to where they can go and the complex
You're not
is
doing
there.
that at an apartment complex. I'm sorry.
You said they're not?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not? Just why?
You know how many people live in a complex?
Yeah. There's a place where like there's a place where kids can chill and do shit. It's a apartment complex, but it's
You're not going there at 12 years old by yourself.
the demographic. What is by yourself? So you're going outside every time they go outside? Are you one of those moms?
I'm not going to be near you, but I'm going to be able to see you. I don't think you know my definition of seeing. Like, I cannot be seen, but I can see you.
So if you're in the house and they go outside the house, if you're on the third floor on the apartment complex and they go outside and they're downstairs and they walk out and they're somewhere in the complex, does that count as I see you?
Can I physically look out my window and see them?
Probably. I don't know. That's crazy. Oh my God, you sound like certain parents. You sound like certain
take
kids.
a walk around the apartment. I'll take a walk. Like, I'll leave them out there for like a while, and then I'll take a walk around the apartment complex, and then come back inside, and then I'll do it again eventually.
You sound like some of the kids.
It sounds like
parents.
You ain't about to watch your child at all.
No, it's not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying.
Don't come to me when something happens. Like, well, how did this happen? I'm gonna tell you how this happened. I don't told you.
Cause you look at your baby.
I told you. That I told you.
It's not even. I'm not saying I'm not gonna watch.
At the same time as that we grow up in. Shit is different. You gotta adapt.
You have to keep constant eyes on your child because they don't know.
Fucking right.
Because anything
People
can
get
happen.
Snatched when their baby's just right behind them.
People get there. I don't think that's changed from when we were kids, Whitley.
No, they got smarter now.
They were saying that 20 years before we were kids. Like, I just feel like the dangers that exist for children and the dangers that parents have are like it's. I'm not gonna say yin and yang, but it's to a point where it's like the new fear of parents of having their children snatched away.
If your brother don't go outside with you can't go.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's a dynamic that I know parents do, especially when they have older siblings and the responsibility for the younger siblings.
If I got an only child, them motherfuckers staying inside.
And that's the part where okay, thank you for saying that. My mom didn't do that. She trusted me. Right?
I wouldn't trust you for shit.
See, that's the part where it's hilarious. She trusted me. We lived in an apartment complex, a huge apartment complex that had a whole bunch of kids. I met Karan. And see, even the interaction of, I'll put it this way.
Who you met?
Karan.
I thought you said somebody else there.
Oh. So,
look what happened to that
there was a lot of...
You know who's there, but I thought you said.
No, I did. Shut the fuck up. Okay. There were a lot of kids that I played with outside, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But only a few, my mom was like, who is this kid? I want to meet their parents because you want to hang out over their house for a long period of time, or you want to be over, you know what I'm saying? Like hang out with them more than the other kids that I probably don't know you're hanging out with, but it's not as much of a priority to tell me who this person is. So I know that this is where you're at frequently. So there were levels to this shit. So to my mom, as a child, my mom respected, like, I could hang out with 10 kids, right? My mom's gonna know 6 of them because those are the ones that I hang out the most. But the other 4, like I hang out like I don't know. Like my mom will know these kids, they'll know their parents, they'll know whatever, like 6 out of 10. But the reason why she don't care for the other 4 is because she probably don't see me or talk about those other 4 like that anyway. So she'll gauge that type of shit. But let's say out of those 6, 2 of them I want to go over their house. I want to, like yeah, I wanna go over their house, spend the night, you know what I'm saying? Like, play video games, whatever the case may be. That's just really like, okay, I wanna meet their parents.
You can go hang out with your cousins. I'll take you over there.
Well, I didn't have that luxury out here, so I had to make friends, like, didn't have my cousins and that.
Sounds lonely.
And see, I don't look at my childhood as lonely at all. I think I had a lot of memories, where I was.
And this is why I gotta bust through your door. See? I'm giving you the childhood you didn't experience.
It's not.
I'm giving you the unwanted childhood experience.
Childhood. I mean, it's not even.
I'm not even saying
You know
childhood
what?
was great,
You know
but I'm
what?
about to show you what I went through.
I'll say this. This is not. I wouldn't say a childhood experience. This is the college experience, quote unquote, that I never had. I never had a roommate in college, and I never lived with somebody that I actually like fucked with. So like, to be completely honest, this is the first time I've lived with somebody that is literally like my nigga, to where like every single day is something new. And that was like in college. I lived in my own dorm, so I was always chilling with my homies, and they were the ones having this type of shit. But now it's me living here with Whitley, and every single day there's always something. Always.
I don't think y'all realize how much I piss cats off.
Always something.
But you always bitching about something.
Always, and then see, I don't.
And it's not even like I'm bitching about something.
It's not even that. I'll say this: when I'm in the living room and I'm just trying to enjoy my night after a long day at work, or maybe I'm just enjoying my day because there is no work.
I'll ask you to do some shit.
I just sit here in before the couch. Now the couch makes it. Now the couch is more frequent. Now I'll just be I'll be sitting in the couch, sitting in the chair, Cass, and I cringe every time. I cringe. You want to know why I cringe? Because there's going to be a favor, there's going to be a request, there's going to be something that she wants me to do to get me out of my peace and out of my little warm spot I made for something she needs me to do, and it's always something
far away.
It's always something that I have to do that's either across the way, either I have to get up or I have to get out. As in get up out my spot or get up out the house and go to the store. Why? Oh, because I have to work. Oh, I can't get off the clock. Y'all, I work at home. We got to get this now. Oh, can you get the suitcase? Yeah, you got the garage. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, hey, before you do that, can you go downstairs and take the trash? Yeah. So there are just days where I really try to make sure everything is done. Everything is done. And then I just be like, all right, I'm gonna go in the living room and I'm gonna play the game because there's nothing that needs to be done.
I'll find some shit.
Cass, yes, Whitley. What? I just want to tell you I made some bagels. That's all. Okay. You want a bagel? Yeah, I want to. Thank you, Whitley.
Listen, I give y'all so much headache, but I feed you motherfuckers.
We had the cream cheese. Can you go get cream cheese? Here go get cream cheese.
I make bagels.
You got cream cheese. I don't want a bagel no more. I don't want a bagel. No, I don't want a bagel. I don't care for a bagel. Fuck a bagel. Damn.
I don't need no cream cheese. Just give me the bagel.
Facts. Facts. But I want cream cheese. You go and get the cream cheese. Because I don't want cream cheese.
I'm still making more bagels.
Nah, I don't care. Put some screwball on it. Shit. All right, man. I'm done. Tonight, whenever you're listening, y'all listening to our foolishness. It's a day where I'm sore. I'm tired.
Stop saying that, and I'm in pain.
I'm just being honest. I'm telling you, I've moved furniture.
Literally, I moved furniture. I put tile down. I'm about to
You ain't
go.
as old. You ain't as old as me yet.
I'm about to start moving this other piece of slab that makes a pool table, all this stuff before Thanksgiving. Still having shifts in between Spectrum, doing basketball games.
You don't think I work?
You do work. You work, and I just got congratulated for my work in an email. I don't know if I can disclose it. It said in the email, don't disclose this. So I said, all right, I might do it after when it's over. But I got a nice little employee of the month. That was
You
dope.
just said they wasn't.
I mean, the title's the title. What it entitles, I can't speak on. But and getting employee of the month is something that you can just say, hey, congratulations. So yeah, I got employee of the month. Shout out to me. Yay.
You want a shiny star?
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to me.
Remember they used to give us stars to put on our little things in kindergarten class?
You did a good week, you get a gold star. You get
Flip your
5,
card to red.
You get 4
You
gold
remember?
stars.
Oh my god, I used to hate when they'd be like, all right, take your green off so you can be on yellow. That shit pissed me. I'm gonna do that to my kids. I'm doing it to my kids.
I mean, you do it how you want to do it. Everybody's gonna do it a different way.
Don't get to red.
Don't do it. I don't listen. I am so far behind that ball that I don't even need to start talking about what I'm gonna do.
You know what I'm like? If they do some shit, I would make them change their card all the way to red. I would make them go from green to red, and then I whoop their ass right in front of me. See, don't get the red. This is what happens when you get the red.
Yeah. Disciplinary things that are coming when Whitley becomes a parent. I am just trying to become a boyfriend first, so I'm behind a lot of paces. I'll get there though. But yeah, shout out to all the listeners, man. Thank y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all listening to our foolishness, to our topics, to our journey, to the road to infinity. We are continuing to just speak on what we're living, man. Speaking on what we're living how we're speaking.
We gotta discuss some business after this.
Who, me and you?
Yeah.
About what we do. Why? What? This is when Willie start talking to me, I'll be like, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? What else? What do you want from? Oh yeah, every time Whitley calls my name for something, that I think of the Tyrese meme. What else do you want from me?
No, it really do when you be sitting there in the chair trying to play the game, and I'm like, Kes, what? Why is your light on? Yeah, I get you with the light every time. Why is your light on?
Can you turn your light on, please? What else?
You're sitting in the living room. I know you've been in here for a good hour and a half, and that looking light has been on. Turn it off.
Kes, your light is still on. Kes, your closet light on down. Kes.
Turn these fucking lights out.
Kes, your bathroom lights on. Why is your bathroom light on?
I know you ain't been in there for 30 minutes now.
Oh, God.
Oh, the laundry one, too? I said, Kes, did you get your clothes out of the laundry? Nah, I'm going to get it right now. Hour later. Kes, did you get your clothes out of the laundry? Oh, shit.
I ain't gonna lie. The latest one today was me laying here watching a Gary Owens special. And I really was deep in it. Like, I was really, really laid into my spot watching it. Really was like, did you get the American cheese?
Did you get the American cheese? Was it individual slices of that bullshit you brought last time?
I said the individual slices. He was like, okay, good. And then like
he proceeds to get up.
Then like, no, hold on. And so I go back to the show thinking like, back watching my special, and I was like, oh shit. I didn't put it in the refrigerator.
Quietly get up and go to the groceries on the table. And I'm like, you didn't put them away?
I had to get these errands, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this now, so I ain't gotta do it later. So I did it, put the groceries on the table, and I proceeded to lay on this beautiful, luscious couch. And like I said, I proceeded to watch the Gary Owens special. The Gary Owens special is about an hour and like 5 minutes. I'm at 45 minutes into the hour of this special.
laughing my little ass off. Willie's working. She's working, doing her thing. Willie's like, hey, Kez, what type of cheese you get? Did you get the American slice or that bullshit? I got the American slices. Okay, good job. Silence. And back to my shit. And I was like,
And I go back to working.
I said, shit. I just put it in the refrigerator. I get up hella fast. Willie says I got up slow, but I got up real fast because I got lightheaded. I moved too fast. But I was low key mad at myself. I was like, "Fuck, god damn it, I did forgot. I be forgetting about so much shit, man." I'm doing better though.
You guys don't be shocked when I start posting on my TikTok, and I'm gonna title it. What did I say? Living with Men.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna title it "Living with Men," and I'm just gonna record the day-to-day things that happen, like me sending them to the store, and they come back with the wrong foil.
But
I asked for heavy duty, the big one. This man thought I meant the square feet. I meant the big one, like the wide one. I said because it has to go for the roast. This man come back with the regular size, but got a whole bunch of fucking aluminum foil in it. 150 yards, 150 square feet yard of fucking aluminum foil. You lucky we needed aluminum foil for the regular way too.
we gonna need aluminum foil for all this food that we about to make and cook and have. So just say I got alcohol and aluminum foil. You welcome. I went above and beyond. Boom, shakalaka.
I still had to buy aluminum foil.
Whatever.
You said they didn't have it. You didn't even know what I'm talking about. You gonna say they didn't have it? And sure enough, my Walmart delivery person found that shit though.
Shout out to that Walmart delivery person.
Thank you, Sophie. Thank you.
All right, man. I'm done with this. This is episode 107 of the High Data Podcast. We done went too damn long off. I done said we was done 5 minutes ago. You still talking crap. We done, man. We'll see y'all next week. Yeah, we'll see y'all next week. I'm your host, Kate Cupo. And we out. Bye.
Cass, I need you to